That's one good cup of coffee. I'm just kidding. It's actually orange juice. Whatever. Alright, so today I'm going to be going over how shooting film, yes, film, I'm talking like film photography, old school. How shooting film can make you a better digital photographer. Let's go. Alright, so when it comes to shooting film photography compared to digital photography, first, right off the bat, number one, it slows you down. Why? Just because you know you got a limited amount of shots. Alright, so you're really more methodical about what you're going to be doing when it comes to taking each photo in a roll. So you're really thinking about the lighting. Where's the light coming from? Where's the light hitting your subject? A lot of these cameras, for example, this Canon A-1 or this Minolta SRT101, they're manual focus lenses. There's no autofocus. So all the focusing you're gonna have to be doing yourself. Alright? So that alone right there is already gonna slow you down, make you really think about, is this shot worth taking? You're gonna be thinking about colors a little more as well. Does this make a good color contrast? The highlights and the shadows, did I take a really well exposed photo? Another thing, your compositions, you're really gonna have to think them out a little more just because of the fact that you are limited in the amount of photos you could take. So this is more so like on a day where you just really want to go out there and practice. With film, there's no such thing as fixing it in post. What you got is what you got, and that is it. Alright, so number two, this goes back to kind of what I was talking about, where you got a limited amount of photos. Nowadays with digital photography, there's some memory cards, they're probably not the best memory cards, but there's some memory cards out there that can store up to 1 terabyte worth of photos. Yeah, you're not limited. With film photography though, you really gotta make each photo count because of the fact that you are limited. Some rolls have 24 photos you can take, some rolls have 36. A lot of times I have underexposed or overexposed, and there's no bring that back. You kind of really have to think about it before you take the frame. Shooting film really forces you to get creative. That's what I got for number three, because you either are stuck with a single focal length of 50 millimeters or 28 millimeters. How are you gonna get the shot? You're either gonna have to walk up towards your subject or get further back away from your subject to get the shot that you want. And another thing with getting creative, choosing your film stock. So it's not like in digital photography where you can slap on a preset or whatever and that's going to be the colors you get. No, that's not how it works with film photography. With film photography, the film that you are using is going to be the determining factor on how the colors, contrast, and all that is going to look in your photo. So for me personally, I like shooting a lot of Cinestill 800T. I love shooting Ektar 100. And for black and white, my favorite film for black and white is Ilford HP5. The links for all of the gear I use and as well as the film stocks will be linked below in the description. So with all that being said, I really recommend that a lot of you, especially you beginners, because getting into film photography is not expensive at all. This setup right here, 120 bucks on Amazon, literally. And especially for beginners, that is not expensive at all. The only thing you're gonna be spending money on is the processing, and even that is not that expensive. If you live here in the DMV area, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia area, you could even mail it into them. It's the photo lab I go to. They're called Photo 60. This is not sponsored, paid, or anything. I'm not taking any money for this. They're just really good people, and I like supporting local business. But getting into film photography is not as expensive as digital photography. Say you were to get even, let's say, one of the Canon Rebels or whatever. This is still a lot cheaper than a Canon Rebel, and in my opinion, it's gonna give you a way better image, a way better result. Not only that, but once you do upgrade to digital, say you get yourself a good camera like a Sony A-7R4 or a Canon R5 or whatever. Again, this is not sponsored or anything. These are just cameras that, in my opinion, are good cameras. You're gonna be way more versed and well knowledged in how to compose a frame, how lighting works, and how color contrast works in an image. Anyways, I hope you all like that. I hope you all like some of the images that I placed on here so you guys could watch. I know it's a little wacky. I haven't ever really done a sit down video where I kind of just ramble on about stuff. I know most of the videos I upload are POV street photography, but your boy's on quarantine, so anyways, I'll see y'all next week with hopefully a POV street photography video. See ya.